Hello and welcome to my curly mullet. I am going to be answering assumptions that y'all have about me and doing a fun makeup look. My girl Lindsay did this video on her channel. Go check it out, it is hot. I asked y'all on IG to send me your assumptions about me and I'm going to be answering them true, false, or both. Where the f is my beauty blender? Oh my gosh, this is already chaos. I am in between using beauty blenders and brushes. Disclaimer, I am doing the best that I can. This makeup routine isn't your makeup routine. It's mine. So I'm gonna continue to do what I do. All right, so the first thing that I use is this Super Serum Skin Tint from Ilia. I was actually like a full coverage type of gal until obviously, you know, the pandemic happened and we were staying inside more often and I was so sick of washing my face. So I was like, you know what? Let me look into a skin tint. Something that was gonna give me very light coverage and it was more than just like nothing, but I didn't need the whole kit and caboodle. I put this on first just to kind of even out my skin. But let's get into the assumptions. Assumption number one, I am over being in the spotlight. This is gonna be a both for me. I still love being in front of the camera, but a lot of the work that I do has been a little bit more involved in behind the camera, and that's where I see a lot of my career going. I'm not gonna turn down anything in front of the camera, that's for sure. But I truly, truly love doing some behind the scenes work. I'm working a little bit with BuzzFeed and As Is on diversity and inclusion, and that is really important to me, and I am very glad to be taking on that role. After I put on my skin tint, I go in with some powder and I just kind of brush it around my face. Next assumption is that I'm a Libra. You seem very Libra. Honey, if you are asking me this question, I am shocked you haven't seen any of the things that I put out being like, that's a Libra! That is like my number one identifier. I love everything that comes with it. Being a Libra is great. We're cute, we're creative, we're flirts, but we don't know it. We love justice. You've always been good with fashion and your style. That is true. I don't want to say good, but I have always been like different with my fashion and style. And that is just on the pure facts of like, stuff wasn't the cutest that was in my size when I was growing up. I was voted most likely to start a fashion trend at my high school. I think that makes sense. This is where some confusion might come in. Because I'm doing more of like a full-faced look, I put on a very light amount of full coverage foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, so it's still pretty natural. I kind of just like dab it all over my face. As we know with foundation, like a little can go a long way. On to the next assumption. It took you a long time to find your true happy self, but once you did, life changed. I'm still growing and aging, so I don't think I've found like the 100% me, but there was a time in my life I kind of just stopped giving a and started realizing more about myself, and that did change my life. I reached that moment about when I was like 21 or 22. I was with my friends and we were in a mall shopping and I was like, I'm not gonna find anything in my size, you know? So I went into Claire's, the little accessory store, and I was like, you know what will fit me? accessories. So I found these like really cute like zebra print glasses, and I bought this big like Gerber daisy flower and I put it in my hair with just one side pulled back, and I was like, this is the new me. I'm wearing lipstick from now on. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and none of my friends were like doing that around me. And from that point, I was kind of like, you're never gonna look like them. Just do what you want. Now we're gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. I use this like Too Faced one because I found it on like discount. So I just put a little bit on. Maybe that looks like a lot. Put a little bit. No, that side's kind of hot. Pick my bangs up. Who's gonna see under the bang? I don't know. I assume you are the mama bear friend who protects their friends. That is true. Sometimes it's like too much. Now I'm kind of at the point where I kind of realize that like we all go through our own and we all like have to do our own thing and learn our own lessons. So I will come in intensely when needed, but I'm also like trying to keep that boundary of like, it's your life and all I wanna do is just see you happy. So I just recently got into cream blush. So I got this pretty like berry color from Fenty Beauty. I've just been experimenting with this blush. It is a little intense, but it all evens out. Now we blend a lot. You want more tattoos? Absolutely. Y'all, this pandemic, I've been like waiting to feel comfortable and to wait until things are open to get tattoos. I made a tattoo appointment, paid the down payment and everything, but then I got a phone call from a very important, beautiful lingerie brand to be in their campaign. So I had to go do that. Very excited for those details to come out. You try your best to be tough, but you are also very sensitive. Y'all, that is kind of true. I am honestly leaning a little bit more into my sensitivity because like, those are my feelings. I feel like for so long I've just held them back, especially to make other people comfortable, but like in the end that's just hurting me. Honey, cry. Cry, let it out. Next step, highlight. This is honestly one of my favorite products that I use. It is from Guerlain. It is called Terracotta. The color I use specifically is called Nude. Usually like designer stuff like that is not for me, but this is a product I literally swear on. So I'll put some on my cheeks, put some on my nose, and then I do it again because I, in short, literally have OCD and have made this a routine. It's the truth. Next question. Okay, you act very different towards people you know and people you don't. I would kind of say that is true. It takes me a minute to like trust somebody. I think people expect me to off the bat be really like loud and, you know, in your face and la 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 la, and I'll be that way once I'm comfortable with you. I'm not by any means like, don't talk to me or like standoffish, but I'm also not like hugging your leg. There's a balance. Oh, you and your partner are getting married. First of all, this question was asked about 20 times. I know y'all are like, I don't know, into marriage, but me and my partner, Kate, are not getting married. Though we are happy, though we are beautiful, though we love each other. Not at least right now. Mama still has a lot of things to do, maybe in a few years. Next assumption, you'd like to have human kids eventually. Okay, first of all, I don't call Betty my daughter. I would love to have human children, AKA children, eventually. Before the pandemic, I was like, you know what? I want like 2 kids. But then through the pandemic, and I turned 30, and I was just like, I want like 6. Now I think we're on to the eyes. The first thing I get is my sketch paint palette. That is from Claropsych. Fun fact, I was an art major in college and I really loved painting. This brings me right back to like playing with all of these colors. Maybe I'll make like a pretty pink. I use like the bottom of my beauty blender, like little container, and I put some water in it. Because you gotta get it wet. I get my brush, which is also from the same company. It's very small. I get it wet. I basically just start mixing. So I'll probably put this pink on this pink, put some more water in. While I'm doing that, let's answer a question. You hated being tall in high school. Honey, no, false. I was outside in volleyball. I threw shot and disc my senior year, set some records. I wanted to be taller, to be honest. Mixing, mixing, mixing. Teasing people is your way to say you like them. Yeah. Me and Joyce are always like, when we're teasing each other, that's like the ultimate form of love. Not, of course, like dragging people or like throwing the most shade as possible, never. Just having a little fun. I'm gonna put some yellow in here. You don't wanna live in LA/California for the rest of your life. Ding, 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 true. I love this city. I love my opportunities in this city, but I eventually wanna go back to Chicago. I recently stayed in Chicago for like a month and a half and I love it. I love the diversity. I love the creatives that are in Chicago. So I will eventually be moving back to Chicago. Let's start on this eye look. This is kind of like a Pepto-Bismol pink. Let's try a line. I want to remember that I want this arch to go when my eye is rested. So I have a crease right here and I need to make sure that I'm doing this eye makeup for when my eye is rested other than this, because if I do this, then I'm probably gonna draw it right in the crease. I stay rested. Woo! That was hard. I'm gonna round this out on top. Something that I love about doing these eye looks that are so like different, no one can tell you you're wrong because there's no like certain way to do them. That's easier for me, so I don't have people being like, you were supposed to do it this way. I'm like, guess what? No, I wasn't. Let's go back to more assumptions. I'm adopted. No, I am not adopted. Have you seen my father? Also my mother. A lot of people say I look like a perfect mix of the two. I don't know, but I am not adopted. You have bad body image days, you just don't post about them. This is false. I do have bad body image days. I also do post them. I'm going to do this more just to let you know that I do. You, Lindsay, and Joyce are besties for the resties. Absolutely. Lindsay is literally always my girl. I love her. I am very thankful to have her in my life. Joyce is my literal sister. I'm so, so, so thankful to have her in my life, and she's been there for me in ways that I truly can't describe. All right, back to the eyes. Ah! Okay, I kind of messed up. Made it a little big. This is a great opportunity to show you how I clean up a mess up. So I take a small brush, put some makeup remover on it, and then I just go in and apparently make it worse. Luckily it just falls into my crease, so it kind of looks like it's meant to be. We're gonna just thicken this out. There we go. Nice. Underneath, is it trash? Absolutely, but so am I. Cute! Next assumption, you don't give yourself enough credit. I didn't know my therapist followed me. Wild. That's definitely something that I struggle with. It's something that I'm working through in therapy. Just like I would celebrate other people, like I deserve to be celebrated too. Definitely a truth. So right now what I'm putting on is a brow mascara from Sephora collection, and I just lightly put it on these babies. Next one. You are a very family-oriented person. This is very true. Love my family very, very much. I am very thankful to have them. I love my friends that are as close as my family. You know, I want to have my own family. Like one day too. Oh, now I'm just like brushing my brows up, making them look a little bit more fluid. Okay, this is a fun one. People get confused by your accent. And with that, I ask, what accent? I don't hear an accent, but I've been told I have a Midwestern accent, whatever. Here's a great assumption. It took you some time to be more comfortable with who you are. Hoping because I'm going through it. Being comfortable, being confident, having self-love, that's something that I really talk about as like a journey. It can seem like self-love is this place that you get to, and then once you get there, you're like, wow! It is not like that. Self-love is going to change every day. It's gonna change because you change. When I started out on BuzzFeed, self-love for me was wearing my bikini to the beach. Now, several years later, self-love to me is making sure my feelings are heard around the people that love me, and signing up for OCD therapy. You're gonna have times where things feel absolutely amazing, but you're also gonna have times where they don't. And the part of self-love is being there during both of those times and knowing that you have your own back. So good luck. You have no regrets, only lessons. That is true. I'm thankful for that outlook. Will I always have that outlook? Absolutely not. But I tend to not regret much. One regret I have in my life though is I went to a Black Eyed Peas concert. The opener were the Pussycat Dolls, and they were selling merch that on the hood said, "Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?" And I didn't buy one. Honestly, one of my biggest things that I wish I would have done. Okay, mascara. Right now I use 3. Yes, 3. Total Temptation by Maybelline. Lash Sensational Luscious, also by Maybelline. And the last one I rounded out with, wow, these are all Maybelline, I didn't even know that, is the Mega Plush Volume Express. I like this one because it's so bouncy. This is just, what's it called? Like the 7th inning stretch. Sports. I'm going back in with this blush that I used on a as is video from the Animal Crossing ColourPop collection. I really like it. Cute, cute, cute. I also end with one more swipe, one more swipe, and then I just leave it. No, I'm kidding, I don't. I blend it. While we're here, let's do this rapid fire assumptions. Assumption number 1, I'm a top. I've done it, I hate it. Assumption number 2, I'm a picky eater. Kind of. Most of all, I just really love like repetition and routine. So I'll eat the same thing over and over again because it makes me feel comfortable. Assumption number 3, I'm a morning person. That is very much correct. I will wake up at like 5 a.m. and be like, hello world, let's go. Next assumption, you're a terrible singer. You're still the bomb though. That is completely true. I am a terrible singer. Trust me, if I could sing, you would know. You're still scared of snakes. Correct. Yes, true. I am still scared of snakes, though I have thought about getting one to overcome my fears. Why? You are very organized with your time and don't procrastinate. False. You have never been more wrong. Trust me. I literally put the pro in procrastinator. I do that. I love that. I'm a mess. Assumption, you have a big collection of high heels. Wrong. I have 0. I have no high heels at all. All I wear is tennis shoes and sneakers. Last one, you are considering a face tattoo for real. Wrong. No, I am not. Not now. I don't need a face tattoo now. No shade to anybody that has them. They're hot. What we're gonna end with is some Fenty gloss. You know, I've been heavy into like the bold eye with the soft lip. Last but not least, Fenty Beauty Mist. This is my makeup look. This is honestly like a typical day for me. What I'll wear to be in Zoom meetings, what I'll wear to be on camera. I love it. I'm definitely gonna do this again, just to keep up with people, just to let them know a little about me. Who do we wanna see do this next? I wanna see Joyce do this. I think Megan would also spill some tea. Who do you wanna see? You wanna say hi? Betty say that's a wrap. That's a wrap.